He's back.
It's 2004 and Sam Raimi low-key released the best superhero movie ever, even though I like the first one better. And of course, after people witnessed the greatness of Spider-Man 2 the movie, they couldn't wait to get their hands on the game. Released the day before the movie, Spider-Man 2 is considered to be one of, if not the best movie game period. And in my opinion, it is. It's an amazing game. The mechanics are something that took years after the release of this game to be implemented in a good way again in one of the future Spider-Man games, especially the swinging. Every human being that played this game was legit crashing out that the Spider-Man games that came out after this didn't have the same or similar physics-based swinging. Just look at how amazing this looks 22 years later. I know after reading the title you're wondering, is he really about to disrespect the best movie game of all time? Yes. Well, kinda.
Stings, doesn't it?
Because we're not talking about the console version of the game. Activision decided not to port the PS2 version of the game on your desktop computer, but to give the Fizz Factor studio the task to make a new and unique game for the PC players. If you look at the screenshots, it doesn't look that bad, but you're not ready for the things that come when you actually get to play this game. And of course, I'm talking about Spider-Man 2, the PC game. Before we start with the main part of this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video, guys. Also, you can comment down below which game should I revisit next. Now, enough yapping, it's time to take a look back at the disastrous Spider-Man 2 PC game. The actors from the cast of the movie that make a return in the game as well are Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst and Alfred Molina. I don't know how they agreed to this, to be honest. And of course, we have Bruce Campbell as the narrator, which is probably the best part of the whole game.
Hey there, Spider-Man. Looking sharp as always. Alright, listen up, Fancy Pants. Let's run through the basics, just in case you're not that bright.
The opening scene is straight into the events of Dr. Octavius' fusion reactor accident. No recap of what led to this? Nothing. Peter is in attendance with his best friend Harry, who is now the CEO of Oscorp after his father died in the previous movie and game, and is funding the whole project. Just like in the film, things go south and Spider-Man appears through the window. The machine destroys Dr. Octavius' chip on the back of his neck and Spider-Man just looks confused. Yeah. Then we head straight out of the building for the tutorial narrated by Bruce Campbell. Yes, Spidey didn't stop the reactor, people got hurt, but the game just continued like this. We learn how to fight and how to swing. Now, this is where one of my main problems with this game comes into play. The swinging is the worst out of any Spider-Man 3D game ever made. Maybe except the Avengers game, but it doesn't count. You need to left click with your mouse in the webs that are up in the air to swing. They could have just copied and pasted the one from the previous game and it would have looked so much better. This is the thing that makes me want to stop this game and never turn it back on. It is painful to play and also to watch. Aside from the swinging, the combat is also trash. You legit have 4 animations for punching and kicking. Oh, and also this power move which gives us electric fists, which just looks kinda strange. But anyway. So, in the next mission we need to fight some thugs and chase a van to the maximum security prison. We need to slap up some more goons and stop the prison break. Then, here comes Rhino.
Sounds like trouble.
Oh, I also forgot to mention these quick time events. Yeah, they suck as well. So anyway, we have to fight Rhino, then chase him to this circled area with electric walls and dodge when he rushes into us to stun him with the electricity, to beat him up. Repeat 5 times, and the fight is over.
Can't we all just get along?
After we defeat Rhino, he runs into a gasoline sign that falls on the gas station and it explodes. He falls to the ground from the explosion and we see Doc Ock's arms. He kidnaps Rhino and we need to stop the fire with these fire hydrants, fight 3 more punks and mission completed. Absolute cinema. After all of this, we're going to the next mission which takes place in the bank. Peter and Aunt May are talking and out of nowhere Peter says he doesn't feel very well and just leaves May there.
Of course not. I'm a model student. Sorry, I don't feel well. Will you excuse me?
Of course, honey. I'll be right here.
And then Doc Ock enters the scene. Him and his thugs want to rob the bank, so we need to beat up the goons while Aunt May and some workers from the bank just stand there. They tell us we need to rescue the entrance security guard, who then gives us a key card to the security room to rescue another security guard, who finally lets us go to the elevator, which gets us to the basement where, you guessed it, we need to rescue another security guard, and then another one, and another one. Like, what the hell is this? We eventually get to the vault where Doc Ock is, and there is this minigame where we need to shoot webs at this Simon Says thing to open the door, while Octavius is just waving at us with his tentacles.
You a poopy pants, you a poopy pants, liar, liar, pants on fire, can't you let me do my dance? I said, you a poopy pants, you a...
Finally, when the door opens, by using the power move, we can just beat him up with 3 punches. Then he escapes and we have to stop these thugs with Vance from kidnapping Aunt May. I mean, it's just absurd at this point that this is just the second main mission. Listen to Toby's voice acting, he literally sounds like he doesn't want to be there at all.
Thank you, Spider-Man. That's twice in one day you've saved me. Maybe I misjudged you. Have you seen my nephew, Peter?
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm sure he's just fine.
Next, we see Peter and MJ walking down the street when suddenly someone steals her car.
Hey, he's taking my car!
Peter just leaves her hanging on the street and goes on to chase after it. The vehicle goes to something like a warehouse and we see Puma. Yes, Puma makes an appearance in this game. We need to, you guessed it, fight some thugs until we get to the floor where Puma is and beat him up. He then jumps through the window and we have a chase sequence through New York City until we reach a building site. We finally defeat him and he says,
all right, I give up. You win, Spider-Man. All that time spent fighting me, when you could have been protecting your girlfriend.
Protecting her from what?
Basically, Puma says he was just distracting us this whole time to make it easier for Doc Ock to kidnap Mary Jane.
Where are you, anyway?
Mary Jane? Hello? Mary Jane?
He's moving like prime Jeffrey Dahmer, goddamn. The mission after starts with an explosion at Oscorp, so we have to swing there and find out what's going on. Yeah, the game decides to ignore the whole Mary Jane kidnapping from the last mission for now, and it looks like Peter just doesn't give a damn as well, so yeah. Anyway, we get to the Oscorp building and we see Dr. Octopus going to the elevator. We have to make our way up through every floor of this building, save some civilians from his thugs, find him and stop him. Oh, and we have to defuse some bombs along the way and disarm these shooting things and be careful to not trigger obstacles like lasers and electric floors. It was actually pretty decent, this part of the mission, I enjoyed it, good job. Finally, Spidey gets into the elevator and we have a Doc Ock cutscene, where he just leaves the scene. Iconic. We have to fight Rhino again. This time, in order to stop him, we have to again dodge his rushes, but this time into these generators. Quick time event alert! We then exit the generators room and go into this room with these ice things. I don't know what's happening anymore. Our goal is, like it says, to put Rhino on ice. We do just that, he freezes to death and Spider-Man makes his great escape from Oscorp through the elevator. 10 out of 10 mission. The Mysterio mission is one of the better parts of this game, as in level design, but again, just look at some of the buildings, the game just feels unfinished as hell. So Spider-Man has to fight these Mysterio drones and destroy the generators by throwing rocks at them. Yes, Spidey in this game throws rocks at these huge generators to destroy them. My god, this game is so unbelievably underwritten and undercooked, it legit makes me feel sad at this point. We finally exit through after wandering around for 40 minutes and it's time to fight Mysterio. After we defeat him, we just get back into the real world and Peter goes to the subway station and says,
There he is.
When he sees Dr. Octavius. Like, nothing has happened in the last hour of this game, we just transitioned from mission to mission, and also, where the fuck is MJ? She's been kidnapped for God knows how long and Spider-Man couldn't care less. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Anyway, we finally get to the train mission, which at this point I just expected that they wouldn't even bother to put in this game, but they did! We have to fight more of Doc Ock's thugs, then we get on the train and have to shoot away these objects away from us. Quick time event, more of the same, then we get to the end of the tracks. And they ruined the scene from the movie in the worst way possible. Remember this masterpiece of a movie scene where Spider-Man stops a train full of innocent people who would have died if it wasn't for him, and he saves their life in the most heroic way possible? Yeah, this is how they go about this part of the plot in this game. Like, what the actual hell is this? I can't even bother being mad at this point. This is straight ass. In what universe will Spider-Man just leave the train go off rails and leave the people hurt or dead like nothing happened? And if you think that they just didn't show us how he helped the people and they cut the scene off short, look at this. You can legit see the train being on fire behind him and he just moves on to the next part like he just saved the day. If the movies were based on this type of plot, I would 100% agree with J. Jonah Jameson that Spider-Man is a menace to society. Anyway, we then get to the storage unit and we have to find a way to get to the main warehouse. After getting in, the search for Doc Ock continues. After exploring the sewers and finding more thugs, we find a hole. This is where Octavius is making his machine again, but we don't know how he got to the Tritium again. They never showed us this part. We just have to use our imagination.
Use your imagination.
Oh my god, is that Mary Jane? We finally see her after 2 hours of zero MJ content in the game. I think even Peter forgot she existed at this point. I'm just done, man. So we get to the final mission, which is again for the 10th time, fight some goons, my favorite. Then we have to escape this generator room and find a way to Doc Ock and Mary Jane. I don't think that by screaming "Help me Spider-Man" you're doing anyone a favor, Miss Watson. After we finally make it to the room, we go to Mary Jane and this cutscene is just...
Mary Jane, you alright?
Thank you. If you hadn't shown up, I don't know what would...
Thank me later, will ya? You gotta get out of here now.
Gotcha, you menace.
Taking Mary Jane was a big mistake, Ock.
Spider-Man! You won't disrupt my work again.
We better make like a tree and...
The less I say, the better. We fight Dr. Octopus for the last time and defeat him.
Man.
Dr. Octavius, your experiment has failed. Many lives will be lost unless we stop it. Tell me how, please.
Good heavens, my boy. What have I done?
Doctor?
I can still stop this. Go. Now.
Yep, this is the final scene, and then straight to the credits. No, go out and play this time? Really? I'm disappointed, man. This game is a mess, it's trash, I take every bad word for Spider-Man the movie game after this. This is just a new low. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. What do you think about this game? Leave a comment down below, like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want more videos like this. See you in the next one. I'm just done, man. This was trash. I'm sorry.